What is up, everybody?
What's going on?
It's your boy T-Red.
And Smitty.
We are the KonamiCrew, and guys, today we are back with a little bit of a fun video here. We're going to kind of talk about the state of the game as far as playability and how easy or how hard it is for a new player to come in. And what else did you want to touch on in this video?
Basically, right now is one of the best times to start playing Yu-Gi-Oh! If you quit playing Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, like a year, 5 years ago, when the game state was somewhat broken, where there's maybe 2 decks, that's just, you know, won't even let you play the game, kind of like how Goki was. I know just a lot of people
tearing the meta up, basically.
Yeah, I know a lot of people quit playing around the time Goki was real big, where you're just, you know, you die roll, okay, your opponent goes first, they U-link you, you're done. You know, that was a great game. We got a lot of gameplay there.
Good game, buddy. Go back home.
I just sat there while I just sat there while you combo off, and then I go home. You know, that's what I really like to do on my weekend.
So what you're saying is right now the game is really balanced. There's not one.
Yeah, right now I think is like the 2019 GOAT format, where there's a lot of back and forth. I feel like games are between 10 to 15 or 10 to 20 turns normally, you know, and you know, there's a lot of interaction with you and your opponent now.
Play. Even if you lose, you can get some turns off.
I mean, if I lose, not everybody's gonna win every single game. Now I feel like there's like 20 to 25 different decks that you could be seeing at any time. You know, there, and all of them I feel like are within the same. Like, I know people are making these tier lists, but to me, I feel like any deck can win a game nowadays. I'm gonna be profiling a deck that I've been playing. I know there's a lot of different strategies to the deck, different builds, but I think this is the best build for the deck, just because it has a really good first turn board, and also it's a good going second deck. So
also, everybody, thumbs up for Smitty back in the videos. It's been a minute since Smitty's been here.
As you can tell, I'm growing my beard out.
Anyways, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the deck profile, or we're just gonna go through what he's playing and how he plays it.
And I'll tell you, you know, why I'm playing this card, because there's, like, the way I built this deck is like a formula and how I want my hands to look when I draw them, pretty much.
So with that being said, guys, let's jump over and let's run through some of these cards.
Alright guys, we're here with the deck profile. If you can't tell already, it is Mekk-Knight Invoked. And I know a lot.
Smitty's favorite. Yeah,
this is one of my favorite. I think it is one of the easiest decks to play, because Alistair is your normal summon. His card text is easy to understand. You know, you're gonna fusion summon, and then the Mekk-Knights are very easy to understand. You know, if there's 2 cards in a column, you can special summon them, and then they have certain effects. Each one has a certain effect, and I feel like they're very easy to understand. You know, you don't have 2 paragraphs there that you have to read and be like, okay, well, if under this certain condition I can do this, under this certain condition I can do that. So,
which is another reason why it's good for people coming back to the game.
Yeah, it's very, very inexpensive. I don't have any card in here that's probably over $10 if I would have to put a price. So I would say that right now, November of 2019, you could probably pick this deck up for under $100 and play with it at every single weekend.
And be competitive.
This deck, if you're going second, you know, you spam out a bunch of monsters and pretty much OTK. If you're going first, it has a really good lockout to where your opponent's not going to be able to play, pretty much, because of a certain card. And then they pass it back to you and you OTK. So, I mean, I feel like, to me, I feel better when I go to a tournament when I have a strong deck and I'm winning. Everybody wants to win. You feel good when you win.
I feel better when I go there and get blown out.
Yeah. You know, I don't feel so good when I'm sitting there and I get comboed on with 6 negates and they're like, okay, well, you have 6 cards in hand, throw them all in the grave, you know? I mean, that's pretty much what happens. So I'm really happy with the game state right now, and then also with Dual Devastator. I would probably not go to Walmart and pick up 3 Dual Devastators.
No, hell no.
I would go online, pick out the best 10 cards out of the set, and buy them for $30. Play set of everything.
For under the price of 1 Devastator box.
Yeah, you can. I can easily go on eBay and buy a bunch of hand traps and floodgates and still probably be around the same price as a Dual Devastator box. So I would not recommend going to Walmart and picking up 3 boxes. But if you have that type of money, go for it. Anyways, I'm going to get into the main deck here. I'll explain what each card is in here for. And this is a 45 card deck. You can easily cut it down to 40. But there's a lot of good cards in here that you want to see at any time. So 3 Alistair the Invoker. This is your only normal summon in the deck. He's going to get you Invocation to make a fusion summon monster. And then you have 3 Purple Nightfalls, any 2 columns, special summon, and then at any time he has an effect where he can banish a Mech Knight for a turn and get you a Mech Knight from your deck. So he's one of the best ones. He's a 2500 beater, so he's one of the best Mech Knights. Second best is 3 Blue Skies. Any 2 cards in a column. For every card in your opponent's column, he can fetch you a Mech Knight from your deck. So if they have 1 card, he'll get you 1. If they have 2, he'll get you 2. If they have 3, he'll get you 3 Mech Knights. So he's plus all day long. Third is 3 Indigo Eclipse. Most people only play 1, but he's 2400 beater, and he gets to move your Mech Knights around on the field. And that helps with the floodgates that I have in this deck, because my floodgates can shut down monster effects, spell activations, and trap activations. So
if I remember right, the Blue Sky, he was the pricier one out of all the Mech Knights, right? Back when it was...
No, it was Purple was...
Oh, Purple.
When they first came out, Purple was like 17 and Blue Sky was 15 or 14. Okay. Now they're like $5 a piece.
I just looked up Blue Sky because I was thinking, and you can get it for $2.99 right now on eBay.
That's dirtball cheap. That's
so you can pick up a playset for $10.
Yeah, that's epic right there. So then I'm playing 2 Red Moon. I really like this card because I search him all the time when I'm going second. I'll special summon him to a zone that their monster's in, and normally what his effect is, for a Mech Knight in the graveyard, I can banish one of those Mech Knights and destroy their monster. That is not once per turn. So I can move him to another zone that one of their monsters in, banish another Mech Knight that's in my graveyard, pop their monster as well. So he's getting their monsters off board.
And he has a sick as artwork to me.
Yeah. Big ass axe. And then I'm playing 2 Yellow Star. This is for their back row. He's the same as Red Moon, just I'm popping any back row that they got. And then here is my rank 9s. I have True King, Bahrastas, and then Agnamazid. I don't know, they have weird ass names. Basically it's fire and water.
Agmazad, isn't it?
Yeah, so fire is great with Alistair to make the fire fusion, and then water is great with Alistair to make the water fusion. So that's why they're in here. Plus, I'll show you also for the rank 9.
Now, I didn't know if you touched on it. How many card deck is your main deck?
45.
45.
I touched on that.
I didn't know if you said that or not. 45 card main deck.
And then these are the cheapest Ash Blossoms on the market. They're commons. you can get the Dual Devastator, which is ultra rare, for probably $3 to $4 a piece.
That is from the deck, right?
Yeah, this is from Salim Great Deck. So those are very cheap now. One of the best hand traps.
Yeah, probably the best.
And then I have 3 Meltdowns, which will get Alistair to hand, and they cannot negate a fusion summon with invocation of an invoked monster. This is World Legacy Scars for the Mech Knight field spell, and then I'm running 1 terraforming and 1 set rotation. I'm running 2 invocation. This is the fusion spell card for the invokes. One of the best cards to pick up out of Dual Devastator. This is not from Dual, this is the common version, but Mind Control. This card outs so many like boards, it's unbelievable. I've gotten outed with this card and totally wrecked. So I mean, it'll out just about any board nowadays. So this is a great card to pick up. Also, you can use their monster for link material if you need to. Instant Fusion I'm running for Thousand Eyes and Winda. So here's another great card to run in this deck, which is Super Polymerization. So I'm going to normal summon Alistair the Invoker. I'll fetch an invocation from my deck through Alistair's effect. Let's say Super Poly's in my hand and they have a light monster or a fire monster or a water monster on their board. I'm going to Super Poly with my Alistair that's on board and their monster on board, and I'm going to make myself a monster. So it's a really good card. I've gotten some plays where I'll go first, normal Alistair, leave him on there, I'll set this. They'll I think I was going up against another Mech Knight deck and they specialed a Mech Knight, pop Super Poly, and they're pretty much done after that. So World Legacy Key. This will target a banished Mech Knight monster or World Legacy card and add it to my hand, and then also it's a continuous spell, so any of my opponent's trap effect that activates in the same column as a Mech Knight monster negated. So this negates their traps. Let's see, and then we'll go to these with the, we'll continue with the World Legacy. So World Legacy Whispers. This is going to gain a level 5 or higher monster 1000 attack and defense on activation of the trap, and then it's a continuous trap. After it's activated, negate any spell effect that activates in the same column as a Mech Knight. So no spells. Running 2 of this because it's a Call of the Haunted. So any level 5 or higher monster in my graveyard, special summon it. And then it's a continuous trap as well. Any monster effect that activates in the same column as a Mech Knight, negated. Negated.
We'll see ya.
And then here's some more World Legacy spells.
You're off screen.
I'm off screen.
There you go.
Okay. Here's some more World Legacy spells. World Legacy Succession. It's pretty much like a Monster Reborn to a Link Zone. World Legacy Monstrosity. This is for the 2 level 9s in this deck. So basically I'll make a Macabre because he's really easy to make in this deck because all my Mech Knights are lights. He's level 9. I'll play this, target my Macabre, special summon 2 level 9s with different attributes from my deck. So they have to be different attribute than a light, which is a fire and a water. And then I'm running 2 World Legacy Memories. This is a really good card to leave set, and then it specials a Mech Knight in defense position, and then if I don't use that card on their turn, he comes back to my hand at the end phase. So it's a really good card. It's kind of like a Rhoda, I guess you could say. basically what I'll do, I'll special summon purple, and then use purple's effect to banish itself, and then get me any Mekk-Knight to my hand, and then purple comes back on my standby phase. So it's like a +2 in that perspective. So that is the main deck, guys. We'll go over the extra deck, which is pretty spicy.
Ooh. Get your milk.
Get my milk because I'm spicy. So I'm running 2 Morningstar. Basically, he's super easy to make with only 2 monsters, including 1 Mekk-Knight monster. So I'll make him any Mekk-Knight that gets attacked in a different zone than my opponent's monster cannot be destroyed by battle, and I take no battle damage. So he's really good, really easy to make. Let's see here. Salim and Great Almirage. He's probably, I want to say $10 to $12 right now. I can link summon him with 1 normal summon monster with 1,000 or less attack. So he works with Alistair, plus he's a fire attribute. So he's really great to make 2 columns going first.
Man, a ton of different cards in there, I see.
Yeah, and then I got 2 generic Nightmare Phoenix and then Unicorn. These are probably the best 2 for back row, and then spin any card back to the deck, I think. Yeah, return it to the deck. So it's better to get them back to the deck than put things in the graveyard right now, because a lot of cards have graveyard recursion.
Yeah.
So that... We'll go to the last link monster, which is Sword Dragon. This deck makes this card so easy. I've made this card, I couldn't tell you how many times with this deck, just because.
You just run one of them?
Yeah. Basically, he's your OTK because he can attack twice, and then he gains attack off of a monster he's attacking. So then we'll go to the fusions. Let me get this somewhat sorted here.
Pretty much all fusions other than that one Xyz.
Yeah, so I'll leave the Xyz for last. Got 1,000 Eye Restrict and Window for the instant fusion. I can bring back both these monsters with the World Legacy, was it Secrets?
Succession one there?
Yeah, Secrets, World Legacy Secrets. So this is a nice floodgate, and then I'll take their monster and link off with it, usually with 1,000 Eyes. Starving Venom and Mud Dragon of the Swamp. Really good super poly targets. I got 2 dark targets for Starving Venom, and then 2 monsters with the same attribute but different types for Swamp Dragon. And then I have 4 invoked monsters. I have Kaiakus. Basically, you put him in defense. He's 2,900 defense, and then cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects.
Can't do nothing, can he?
Yeah, and then yeah, you can attack it,
but you can't target it with anything, right?
Yeah, it can't be targeted, and can't be destroyed.
That dude
by
right
card
there is a beast in Duel Links, dude. That thing is a monster.
Yeah, Duel Links is a really good card right now. And then you apply his. Let's see. This card can attack while in defense position. If it does, apply attack for damage calculation. Yeah. So he's got 1,800 attack, but it's hard to get over 2,900 usually.
And then it's also in defense, so you know what I mean.
Right. And then for 2 level 9 Macabas, any card that's in my hand, if they activate a trap and I have a trap in hand, it can negate, monster in hand negate, spell in hand negate. So he's really good for negation. And then really good card for OTKs is Purgatrio. This card gains 200 attack for each card my opponent controls. This card can attack all monsters my opponent controls once each. And then if this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage.
Wow.
So he's blowing your boy out.
Blowing your back out.
Yeah, blowing your back out. And then for the card that's going to make your opponent rage quit, is all calamitous. Basically, on their standby phase, I activate his effect to detach, and then I'll declare normally dark if I have a set super poly. That way any monster they put on board is dark, and they can't activate dark monsters effects or attack with dark monsters. And I can declare any attribute I want. So if I know they're playing water or light, I'll declare whatever I think's best. But basically, once they put a card on board, it can't attack and it can't activate any effects. So basically, they're just dead in the water, and then they pass it back and I'll bam them. So he's 3,000, 3,000. You ain't getting over him. That is the main and extra deck, guys. This is one of my favorite decks to play.
I would say you've had like a love and hate thing with the Mech Knights and the Invoked ever since they released. You've been
Yeah, when they first released, man, they were like tier 4 or 5 when they first released, I think. Now I think they're a good tier 2 deck. I've went like 7 matches without losing with this deck. With this same deck, I've went 7 matches without losing.
Alright guys, so if you guys use this deck or any of the tips or anything Smitty's talked about here, make sure to let us know in the comment section down below. If you guys want to see some more meta breakdowns, let us know. Smitty's always out there in the field doing his research like a CNN reporter.
Yeah, dude, like I love seeing what people are playing and what they're building and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, I just feel like the game is like so good right now. Like if you haven't played, if you haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in who knows how long, get back into it right now, because you're gonna have a ton of fun. You're gonna have a lot of really good interactions with everybody, and it's just a really, really good game state right now. And I hope they leave it this way for a very long time, because the better the game state is, I feel like the more people's gonna buy product and the more money Konami's gonna make. So let's hope and pray for they keep it the way it is.
Alright guys, now if you guys have made it to the end of this 30-minute long video, make sure to hit us up in the comment section down below by typing in the hashtag Smitty
is back.
Smitty's back down below. That way I know that you sat through this whole 30-minute meta breakdown that Smitty's giving you guys here. With that being said, guys, we have more content coming. Smitty's back in the lab again, and we're glad to have him back here. We're glad to be back making regular content again. Giveaways coming soon with the holidays coming up. Hopefully maybe some Black Friday stuff coming, and hopefully there'll be some more mystery product. We love the mystery product. With that being said, I don't have anything else to tell you, so Smitty, sign us out.
I'll see you guys later. Have fun at your locals, and hit me up in the comments with that hashtag Smitty's back. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.